So if it only takes a few seconds to get results like this, then why is this video minutes long? Good question. We've all been waiting for an easy way to add multiple consistent characters into a single scene. So that's what's most exciting to me. But there are actually 3 more game-changing updates to Dzine's character creation tool that you've got to try next. So let's get right into it, and I'll give you all the deets. I created my characters for this example ahead of time. Here I've got an image of Benny the bird yelling at his reptilian neighbor. You should note that I added a generic lizard into my prompt so that I could have an easy way to compose this image. But our lizard, Leonard, doesn't look anything like this. So let's fix that. Inside the Character tab, I'm going to click here to insert character. I'll select Auto up here, and then I've just got to click on the lizard to select it. Whoops, I selected the background by accident. No big deal. Let's just undo that. Okay, now with just one click, the lizard is selected. Then I've just got to choose a character here, and I can select Leonard from the list. By the way, you can play with these preset characters if you want to try out this feature for free before you splurge on a subscription. There's also a 7-day free trial if you prefer to create your own characters. The last thing I've got to do is to describe what Leonard is doing. There, that's it. Dzine will then give me 4 options to choose from. And honestly, I like most of these. It's hard to choose. The only one I wouldn't go with is the one that shows him with red eyes. But what if you don't have some kind of placeholder character in your image? No worries. I'll show you another way you can make a selection in your image. I'm going to toggle this bar from select to unselect, and then when I click on the lizard again, he's no longer highlighted. I'm going to change from auto to brush, and then I can just paint in the general area where I want to insert a new character. I'll change the prompt a bit too because I want the lizard to be a bit bigger in this image. Pretty amazing, right? Okay, I'm gonna speed through another example so you can see all this sweet character consistency in action. Because this character, Rainbow Girl, isn't even from the same story as Benny and Leonard. But all 3 characters do have a similar 3D style, so I know they can work together. I'm gonna add Benny on her shoulder over here. Looks like we really only have one option, but it works. Let's have Leonard posed on her arm here. And again, it only generated one option correctly, not sure why, but I still think it came out pretty good. And now that I've got a human character on screen, I can show you another cool update. We can now edit our character's expressions. Want Miss Rainbow to give you a wink? Well, there's a half a wink, and when we slide this all the way over here, we've got a full wink. We can have her mouth move around. Obviously, it can get a bit silly looking if we push too far, but you can always hit the reset button to clear any edits you make. Head tilting works pretty good. And look, we can even move her eyes around to change where she's looking. That alone is going to save me countless Photoshop hours. Be aware, though, that the more drastic your changes, the more your image may soften in and around the areas you're working on. Here's the before and after, close up, so you can see the difference. The only thing that sucks is that this doesn't usually work on animals or other non-human characters. Did you happen to notice the other new feature I used in this example? I know, I was going fast. Here, let's rewind. Update number 3 is that now you can choose your character's angle and how much of them should fill the frame. I chose upper body for this image. I'm pretty thorough in most of my prompts though, so I was wondering if this feature would even make a difference for me. So I did a little experiment to see. While creating this image, I left the camera settings on auto. My prompt specified a wide-angle shot. Using the exact same prompt, I changed the camera shot setting to wide shot. Here's the result on auto, and here's the result on wide shot. And I'd say this is much more of what I was looking for. So, if at first your camera direction prompts are ignored, try again with this setting instead. There's one other update I wanted to share with you today, and this one makes the consistent character workflow even easier. If you wanted to design a character from scratch before, you had to build a character sheet, then you'd have to crop all the images to separate each pose, and finally you would upload each pose to train a consistent character. Update number 4 is that now that process can be much more streamlined. If you're starting from scratch, you can simply describe your character to get started now. I had ChatGPT lend a hand with this prompt I pasted in. Then I'm going to name my character, which ChatGPT did for me. And I don't think I've seen this 3D style yet. Pixie Pop. Must be another new addition. Let's give it a go and generate character preview. It gave me 2 options. And I think I like the first one best. But there's always the regenerate button if you don't like what it gives you. After my character selected, all I've got to do is start training and let Dzine work its magic. Then I had a little fun and created a couple of group shots with all 4 of today's characters. What do you think? Did Dzine just hit your must-have list of AI tools? If you're nodding yes, you should know that Dzine does video too. Not only that, but it's got 5 of the best AI video generators all in one to help your images come to life. And I test them all out for you in this video right here. Grab the link to Dzine in the description below, start your free trial, and you'll be unstoppable. Happy creating!